Hello, welcome to the Perfect Genetics Challenge, Generation 2, Episode 2. We're in a mountain lake and romance is in the air. James met Carla in the park and it was love at first sight. And they've been having a whirlwind romance. And here they are getting to know each other and deciding what they're going to do next. James has already decided what he wants to do next. He's just hoping that Carla agrees with him and wants to do it too. So exciting, such tension. Oh, that's it. He's got his courage up. He's going to ask her the question. And what is she going to say? Obviously, it's yes. Wow. So it looks like the next step is going to be a wedding. Fortunately, we happen to be in the grounds of the wedding venue, so we can just pop right inside there and have an instant wedding. Here they are in their wedding outfits. They decided on a secret wedding. They weren't going to invite any guests, so they went straight in without telling anybody about it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out quite the way they'd planned, because once they got inside, there were guests there already. And they were all Sims they knew. There was James's sister Cindy and James's brother Gary's fiancée Donna, and some of the imaginary friends made real. There's Donna, she's the active Sim, she's got the green plump bob over her head. There's Cindy, followed by her husband Bill. They were married in the last episode, and Prue is there as well. She was also married in the last episode to Chaz. Here's the ceremony beginning. And now they're married, and it's time to throw the rice. How exciting. And now it's time to leap into her husband's arm. And for the guests to start throwing rice. That's Ajax Green Bottle. Not too sure what he's going to do yet. I have an idea that he might marry one of my plant sims at some stage in the future. I've never had a plant sim couple. Well, it's only a small guest list, but they didn't have the totally secret wedding that they had been hoping for. But they don't seem to be too upset by the fact that they do have guests after all. It's only for close friends and family members. Ajax Green Bottle lives just across the street from Carla and Fiona. And it's time to cut the cake now. So it's time for everybody to eat cake and do some dancing. The plant sim is Mabel. She is the plant sim who used to live with Donna, but Donna kept kicking Mabel out. So I put Mabel into that house in the corner down the street from Donna's place, and she's got other sims that moved in there with her. The sims living with Mabel all started out at Donna's place, but they've moved in with Mabel, leaving extra room for Donna to get married and have her own family. The sim in the blue suit, he is Mateo, and he is Mabel's imaginary friend made real. That other sim sitting on the chair there in the grey, that's Connie. She just stood up. She's finished her cake. She is Mateo's imaginary friend made real. And so they belong with Mabel in her house. And there's a couple of other children who are at school at the moment, but they'll be here later. I think you're going to meet just about every sim I've moved into this world at this wedding, or the next wedding. There's another one coming. So eating of cake has completed, and now the newly married couple are about to dance, and everybody will join them on the dance floor. Gary is going to be DJing for this wedding because James is the groom this time, and Gary's fiancée, Donna, will just stand there and watch her beloved as he is DJing for his younger brother's wedding. That's Chaz and Prue just joined the dance floor. They're going to dance too. They've got married in the last episode. Of course, Chaz is Gary's imaginary friend made real, while Prue is James's imaginary friend made real. And there is Cindy. She's about to ask her husband Bill to dance as well. Let's try to get all of the married couples doing slow dances, and I'll let the rest of them do whatever they like. Of course, Gary and James are Cindy's older brothers, and they've all just arrived in Mountain Lakes recently. Over the next few episodes, I'll be moving several more of Cindy's siblings to Mountain Lakes, as well as some households from their world, Moonlight Falls, because it's all very overpopulated and it makes it difficult to save. So now we're getting ready for the next wedding. We'll have more guests at this one because school is out now, so the teens and children who were at school previously will be here and you'll get to see them all. That plant sim we saw sitting in the front row wearing pink is Petunia Flower, and that teen with the blue dress is Petunia's imaginary friend made real. Petunia is a daughter of Donna, and Donna is the bride, and she's getting married to Gary, who is, of course, Cindy's older brother and James's older brother as well. And the ceremony begins. Donna and Gary are about to tie the knot, exchanging their rings. Fiona on the right there, she looks like she's very emotionally involved. And they're married. And there goes Carla and Ajax. Next it'll be cake cutting time. That's Sim on the right there with the blue dress on. We keep seeing her all the time. That's Fiona. I'm hoping that she might marry one of Gary's younger brothers, possibly Owen, and she lives next door to Donna, so we will see more of her. Now that's Carla there in that brown outfit. She's changed clothes since her wedding, and now we've got rice getting thrown. Of course, that's Petunia there, the plant sim with the pink dress. And now it's cake cutting time. There's more Sims at this wedding than the other earlier wedding, James and Carla's wedding, but they all came from 4 related houses. And Carla and Fiona were housemates, but Fiona's going to be living there by herself from now on because Carla and James are going to move out to their own house, which is diagonally across the street from the house that they were living in. Mabel is the plant sim in orange. She is a young adult, and the other female plant sim's a teen, and she still lives with her mother Donna and her imaginary friend Patricia. I've discovered that the plant sims, when they get their clothes allocated by the game, they each have different colours, and most of those colours are not available in Create a Sim or Stylist. And although the dress can be recoloured, I found that the hair that's on their head can't be, or there was some problem with recolouring anyway. So I'm allowing them to keep whatever they get when they age up, and I'm hoping to have a whole flower garden full of plant sims with all different coloured outfits and hair decorations. There's Carla standing there in her new brown outfit with black leggings. When I made her, I knew she was going to be married to James, and I gave her the surrounded by family lifetime wish, and I'd like her to get her lifetime wish. So in order to assist with that, she just discovered she was pregnant a while ago. That's why she changed into that brown outfit. And now we're going to stay in this world until Carla's babies are born. Hopefully she'll have a multiple birth, because I don't want to have to play her for 5 single pregnancies. So there's the bridal couple, Gary and Donna, doing their dance. And Fiona, she's always standing by herself. It's her there with the blue dress and that bun on top of her head. I'm thinking next time I bring Sims to this world, I'll have to include Owen, who is the 3rd brother of Cindy. Cindy's got 3 older brothers, and 2 of them are here, married now, but Owen is still back at home in Moonlight Falls. And I will introduce Owen to Fiona, and hopefully they'll hit it off and get married. Unfortunately, the only trait that Owen and Fiona share is animal lover. I usually have my couples have at least 2 traits in common. I might just bring Owen here and leave him in the world and see if the game puts them together. I don't want to have to worry too much about all of Cindy's siblings having successful families. After all, the object of this generation is for Cindy to have an heir who has the same hair and eye colouring as Cindy inherited from her mother, Olivia, who was the founder. Hello, it looks like Cindy's changed into her pregnancy outfit too. We got 2 pregnant ladies at this wedding at the moment, and the zombies have started turning up, so we might all have to go home, I think. That zombie seems to have taken a liking to Matteo. He's Mabel's imaginary friend made real, and there's a paparazzi there as well. It's time they all went home. So the children have been let out of school. The little Plant Sim girl is Marigold Flower. She is a clone of Mabel, and she's got the evil trait. And the other little girl with the long dark hair, she is Marigold's imaginary friend made real, and her name is Julia Flower, and they live with Mabel in the house on the corner. Matteo and Connie live there too with Mabel. Matteo, of course, is Mabel's imaginary friend made real, and Connie is Matteo's imaginary friend made real. I have no idea how Matteo ended up with an imaginary friend doll in his inventory, but that sort of thing does happen occasionally. Eventually, everybody went home and left one lonely zombie there to enjoy the leftovers. She would have gone home eventually as well. She probably came out of her zombie state and wondered what she was doing there. I had a sim that was attacked by a zombie once, and it was the funniest thing I ever had happen to one of my sims, and I've been trying to get it to happen to a sim again, and it never has. The zombies just don't want to actually attack. Now, Chaz left in the middle of the wedding while they were all dancing because he had a gig. He's in the acrobat career, and I thought we might watch him for a little while. He doesn't really have much of an audience. There was an audience of 1 for a while, but this town is quite underpopulated at the moment. He'll get bigger and better audiences later on as I move more Sims into this world. I'm glad he managed to put his hair out without needing a shower or a shower in the can, because there isn't anywhere at the park. This is a park that is also a festival grounds, Verdi Park. I just forget which world it came with, but he's getting okay with that, just twirling his fire. Miming's not bad either. You almost believe he's in a box. We don't have time to watch him for long, unfortunately. There he is juggling. I think he's only at about level 2. He's a contortionist. That's the stage he's at with his career. I find Sims, when I'm not playing them, get to the top of these Showtime careers fairly quickly. It takes a lot longer if you're playing them. To the fire. What? I think he got himself caught. Yeah, he did. This time he's got his bottom caught on fire. And again, he got himself out. We'll leave him. And here is Donna on her way home from the wedding. Gary's already gone home, but Donna had a wish to find a gem during the full moon. And it was full moon, as you know, because the zombies are out. So she went out to get that gem, and I'm not sure what that is doing. I think it's one of those things that came with pets for the horses to lick. I didn't know they got animated. Maybe it's only during the full moon. She's decided to examine that statue. Hopefully she'll go home soon. She's all excited still though. She has got her wedding rings on and she's admiring them. Back at home, Gary decided he would talk to the plants for a bit, and then he found out that the tap up in the kitchen was leaking, so he went upstairs to fix the tap. By the time he got up to the kitchen and started working on the tap, Donna was home, and she came into the kitchen to see how he was going and decided to clean up a bit of the rubbish that was on the floor, put it in the bin, and then she turned around to admire her husband. and here is Cindy. Now that she's pregnant, I've decided not to send her and Bill home to Moonlight Falls until after the baby is born. She's sitting reading a pregnancy book. The thing is, I've decided that I want the babies born where I can control the situation, and I've moved Cindy and Bill in with Donna and Gary, and there's Bill painting, and then I decided to get Carla and James and put them into this house as well. This house has got heaps of spare bedrooms because it was overpopulated before I moved a lot of the Sims out of it into that house down at the corner, Mabel's place. So the Sims that are living here now are Donna and Gary, and Donna's plant sim daughter Petunia with her imaginary friend made real Patricia, and Cindy and Bill and James and Carla, and there is Bill's painting. And Gary's gone back down to the garden to have another chat with the plants. There's Carla. She's near where Cindy's sitting, but Carla's found the rocking chair. She's going to have her baby before Cindy's will arrive, but not much before. Now, I'd like Carla to have quads, but that's going to take a bit of effort. The first thing I did was I made both Carla and James get fertility treatment, and that made it pretty obvious that she was going to at least have twins. But we're going to have to work hard with her to get her to have more than twins. You can only have quads if you've got the mod in, but if you don't have any mods, you're able to get them to have triplets if you do all of these extra things. So what she is doing, and I've got Cindy doing the same things, except Cindy and Bill haven't had any fertility treatment. There's two pregnancy books, and they're both reading the pregnancy books, and you can see there's a radio blaring beside them. That is playing kids' music. They'll also watch kids' TV, and I'll put a massage table downstairs, and I'll give them both a massage. I'm not sure if that helps, but it might. Mainly it's the reading the pregnancy books, listening to kids' radio, and watching kids' TV, I think. Donna's down in the bottom basement playing with the group science project. It's a very attractive object, and she spends most of her time down there with it. If she's just left alone, this is her most favourite idle activity. The problem with it, of course, is that Sims very quickly get to the top of the science skill, and then they will get a group science project of their own that they can't take with them when they move out of the house. So Cindy's been pregnant now for 31 hours, and her chance of having twins is 2%, and for triplets or greater it's 0% chance. Now Carla and James have both had the fertility treatment, and Carla is currently 34 hours in her pregnancy, and her chance of twins is currently 1000%. Her chance of triplets is 40%, and the chance of quads is 4%. So we're going to have to continue working on her if we want her to have quads. I'm not going to put a lot of effort into Cindy because I'm not really interested in her having a multiple birth, but she's exposed to all this kids' music and kids' TV, so she probably will end up with twins. We'll see what happens. She has not had fertility treatment, and neither has Bill. So far the two ladies have read their pregnancy books, and they have listened to kids' radio, and now they're watching some kids' TV. So we'll leave them to that for the moment. Sometime later, Carla needed a bit of a break from the TV viewing, so she went down to the bottom basement where James gave her a romantic massage. And there is Petunia. She's discovered a new source of noise for the household. It's playing kids' music, of course. Not sure if this massage is going to help with the multiple births, but it'll be a bit of fun. I'm sure she'll enjoy it. At this point, Carla's pregnancy has advanced to 41 hours, and now her chance of having twins is 30,000%. Her chance of having triplets is 1,200%, and her chance of having quads is 119%. So I'd say we're gonna get quads, but she can still keep listening to kids' music and watching kids' TV until she has the babies. I suspect that James giving her a romantic massage will also improve their relationship, if it is possible to get their relationship any higher. They're probably at around 100% at the moment. Okay, that's done. So James is heading off to do some more exploring around the house, and Carla's going to pick up the dirty clothes and take them in to have them washed. She's enjoying the kids' music. Now it's time for Bill to give Cindy her romantic massage. And Cindy's pregnancy at this point has progressed to 37 hours. Her chance of twins is 75%. Her chance of triplets is 3%. Her chance of having quads is 0%. So looks like she might be going to have twins. But she's going to have to listen to more kids' music and watch more kids' TV to get up to 100% chance. But as it is now, she's got a pretty good chance of getting twins. We'll see what happens. Meanwhile, Carla and Donna have bumped into each other and decided to have a pillow fight. This should encourage their friendship. You see the Bernhilde coffin over there in the corner? It's hiding a door, and in behind that door is a tiny little room with a toilet in it. It's pretty useless having that there because I usually give my Sims a still bladder, so they virtually almost never need to go. So Cindy's massage is done, and she's decided to have a dance with her husband to the kids' music. This should be fun. I'm not sure what sort of dance they're doing, but they're dancing together and they're dancing to the kids' music. After her pillow fight, Carla's gone fishing in the wishing well, which is good because she needs to develop some skills. Hadn't really thought about getting her to fish in the wishing well, but she needs to learn to fish, and she can get to read some fishing books. That'll while away the time while she waits for her babies to be born, and then she's going to be really busy. And this happy couple kept dancing for a really long time. I'm not sure if that's doing any good for the pregnancy or not, but it's probably improving their relationship. Not that it needs improving, they're already at 100%. After spending such a long time dancing with Bill, Cindy felt the need to visit the day spa. She's going to get a very expensive treatment. I'm sure she'll feel much better after that. Very relaxed and content while she waits for her first baby to be born. I wonder if it'll have her hair and eye colour. Will she get her heir from her first pregnancy? We shall have to wait and see. Carla is now 52 hours into her pregnancy and her chance of quads hasn't changed, and she's now reading cooking books and fishing books, but the sight of seeing her sitting on a chair made of ice I thought was quite funny. She's going to have a very cold bottom when she gets up. She'll have a chilled noodlet. Donna's still playing with the group science project. She must have stopped for a while though because she's pregnant now. It remains to be seen if she's going to end up with a multiple birth or not, but she hasn't had fertility treatment and she's not going to worry too much about reading pregnancy books, but she'll be exposed to all this kids' music, so she could end up with twins. She might even read a pregnancy book, who knows, we'll see what happens. So James wants to go with the group science project, and it looks like Donna's going to go and work on another part of it. You can have up to 3 Sims doing things with this, and you can get some very interesting results. I have had some fun with it in the past. So we've got Carla upstairs now, having a pillow fight with Bill until James turns up. Left Carla just standing there by herself. I guess he didn't want Carla and Bill getting to know each other too well. She became very friendly with James very quickly. Maybe James doesn't want to take any chances that she might decide to become friendly with Bill too. I think Bill's safe. He's happy with Cindy. So James and Bill went outdoors to have a pillow fight, work on their relationship. I don't think James is very popular with much of his family. He's a very grumpy chap, but James is the only one that inherited his mother's blue skin. Hello, Donna's just getting some interesting news. She's just finding out that she's pregnant. And there she is. Now we've got 3 pregnant Sims in the household. I have to stay here till all of the babies are born, but there's not going to be time in this episode for any of the births to happen, so we'll have to wait until the next episode. I do have it all recorded though. I had to play up to this point to get this video done, but the next video is already all recorded, so it shouldn't take as long for me to get it up onto YouTube. I've just got to edit it and put it all together. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet and you'd like to subscribe to get all the future episodes, well then please do so. Thank you for everybody who has subscribed. That's greatly appreciated. And I will see you in the next episode. I can guarantee there's going to be lots of toddlers, lots of babies, toddlers, even some children. So bye bye for now. Thank you for watching and happy simming. Here's a hint. Carla is on the verge of giving birth, so that's what we will see at the beginning of episode 3.